Currently traded at 0074. A lot of selling here that we've talked about previously in the previous videos. Looks as if all the gaps that we were concerned about are filled, besides the one down here at 0041 down here as well. And the last time that we've looked at this one here on the 5th, I said watch for that gap to fill. The gap that we were talking about over here is officially filled, coming down here now and turning that that top that we see right now at the 0074 has become a resistance that we're seeing sit right there, right around that general area. It looks like the, what was it, close at 0075. So 75 right there at a resistance level. That's what's going on right now. 1, 2, 3, 6, 11 straight days of consecutive selling right here. Brought you guys down to that support. Could it be leveling out? Very possible here on the 12th and 13th. You're starting to see those two candles turning around here. My personal opinion, if you want to see this thing make any moves much higher, you're going to want to see a break of that 1 cent mark. There is going to be a small gap down here as well, and that small gap is going to put you guys at the close of 0041 down here, and followed up with the open of 4.6. If I can get that, there we go. So 4.1 and 4.6, there is going to be a gap over here. If that buying pressure does not pick up to get you past that 0.1 and start really getting past that 7.5 would be your first mark, but a break of 0.1 would really be a big sign for this one to break that 0.1. Again, if that weakens, if that buying pressure doesn't pick up to get you guys will go down and fill this gap at the 4.1 and 4.6 area. So keep that in mind, this gap that we're talking about from over here. If that volume doesn't pick up, it could be heading down there to fill that gap. So that's what we're gonna be watching for. You're really, honestly, at a middle level of a decisive move on which way this one's gonna go. So we'll see if Joe has to add anything on this one.
All right, so their latest press release was on March 30th, 2017. It was Rising India executes definitive merger agreement with Rising Bioscience Incorporated. And I believe I went over that, right? No, okay. So, let's see, Rising India announces on March 30th that it has executed a definitive merger agreement with Rising Bioscience Incorporated, appoints new management and directors, as well as additional details of the company's objectives and plans that will be forthcoming in future announcements. So obviously they have things to announce soon enough, because this was on March 30th. So Rising Biosciences Incorporated is a research and development company focusing on oral and topical cannabis-based pharmaceuticals with strict standards set forth by the pharmaceutical compounding industry. So operations will be helmed by the team of chemists, physicians, pharmacists, and medical marijuana industry veterans for the development of products in a clinical lab environment, with a focus on creating product that can be metabolized by the body more efficiently and with delivery methods more acceptable than smoking, tinctures, and oils available in the market today. So obviously, just from that last statement, obviously it has something to do with the marijuana industry. All right, so I pulled up their annual report from April 13th, and let's see, operations, like their income, they had a loss of $124,884 for 2015, and they had a loss of $62,119 for 2016. So I mean, there's an improvement there. Let's see the revenues. All right, so they had zero revenues in 2015, and then for the 12 months ended December 31st was for sales $170,975, and for the 3 months ended in December 31st, 2016, it was $88,525. So the total revenues for both is basically just what I said. Looking at their expenses and everything else. I mean, so it's obviously turning around, because I mean, you got to figure in 2015 they had zero revenues. I mean, it comes down to like doing more due diligence on like their expenditures and everything else, see what's going on. And obviously with this merger right here with this one particular company. So obviously it takes more time. So if you want to do more due diligence on RSII, just go right over to that board. You'll see the company profile, the time of sales, the recent news, the filings, the financials, the buy rating. And as always, if you have an opinion on the company, feel free to share it with the tens of thousands of like-minded investors that we have using the site daily by posting right over there on that board. I'm trying to see what their share structure is right now too. 1 second. All right, so that's as of June 30th over here. So it's probably in this report. Go ahead, Dave. You can keep going. I'm just going to look for the share structure right now.
All the stuff that Joe just talked about right here, completely free on Investors Hangout. You got the time of sales, recent news, filings, and financials. Great tool to pull up all the information that you're looking for. Back on the chart right now, again, 0074, resistance at 75 and 01, support at 73, 46, and 41. If volume does not pick up, could fill the gap at 46 and 41. Keep that in mind. The bottom could fall out if that volume does not pick up. A break of 01 could send this much higher faster, in my opinion. Hopefully that the selling slows down and it comes in to push you guys up off that 1. That's what I'm going to be watching for. If that volume doesn't pick up, you guys are going to know the sign here. As far as the RSI, 42, just beat down, my personal opinion.
Right. So right now for the common, it's 500 million authorized with 423,145,348 issued and outstanding at December 31st, 2016.
All right. So again, if you follow this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and get out there and share this video with all other investors. The more you share it, the more it's requested, the more we will continue to cover this one. That's how we do it over here. And don't forget to join us live on investorshangout.com/live for our next show as we go through these hot stocks in live time. You guys bring us the stocks that we cover. That's how we do it. So make sure you get out there and share this video. The more you share it, like I said, the more we will continue to cover this one. And join us on investorshangout.com/live.